What's up? Thanks for joining me today for a chat. It's your girl Misha with Chats with Mish, and today we're just gonna, just talk as usual about healing and manifesting and vibration. So I'm just checking in personally and talk about myself. Hopefully, if you agree, just go ahead, put some comments down below, hit the like button, and let me know. Let's converse. So, the energy has changed. If you guys haven't noticed, I took a little minute because I was like feeling like kind of burnt out a little bit. It's like I be getting these spurts of energy, right? So if you pay attention, you may see me uploading a whole bunch back to back, and then I have to take a break because it can get a little and then I'm trying to figure out this algorithm and what works, and I want to make sure that I'm hitting topics that my audience is into and engaged with. So please leave some comments down below if you have any, topics you want to discuss. So today I want to discuss this on the screen. I had seen this on Instagram about when everything was going on with the draft, and I had screenshotted it because it touched me. So I was like, let me share this with my audience because we need to be reminded. So it says, it's from Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, and it says, a beautiful thing that God will show you both sides of folks while He's blessing you. We need to take notice and believe what we see. God told me years ago that everybody that came ain't come for you, but eventually they will come for you. Now read that slowly. And I was like, that's a good one, because we do need to be reminded that everybody that come for you, they're not for you. They'll hang around you, and eventually when you get to a level where they're not comfortable with, then they'll start coming for you. Then you'll see that they truly were not on your side. They really was just trying to tag along. It was like a leech that you wasn't aware of, and it showed itself. It's as if you vibrated too high for their liking, and people are so cutthroat. They'll even switch teams to people they know that you don't like, or that is your competition in a like field or something like that, or they'll come after your job. It's just so many different things. Like when you shining bright and you are a chosen one, I know we hear that a lot, but it's true. When you are chosen, which is really rare, but you're chosen because you're treated differently, but you're full of a lot of gifts and talents, and you feel your whole life that people are trying to stifle it on purpose. They can see you getting ahead, or they can see a perfect position for you in life, and they will deliberately not tell you about it or keep it from you because they know you will shine, you will outshine the average person. And so it kind of makes you be mindful of people around you, and see, like, is you rooting for me, or you really you really would never know unless you go within. I feel like God tells us who's right and who's wrong, and if we don't listen, we just always pay the price. That's just what it is, at least with me. And I could just say that because I've always been led by my intuition. I'm a heavy 12th houser. I can read people, but I do have this side of me that want to give people a second chance, or give people the benefit of the doubt, even though my intuition, ancestors, whoever be kicking me in the gut, letting me know that they're not the right company. But I'll still, the past me, previously, I would still give people the benefit of the doubt, give them a chance to F me over, even though I know it's coming because my intuition already told me. I just don't know how. And I used to wonder, like, am I addicted to pain? Or do I like pain because I'm drawing the exact type of relationships that I don't, whether it's romantically or it's platonic, right? And it's like it always comes back to self, because I look at me now, versus what I attracted in. I wouldn't stand for half of the shit that I used to let slide back then now. So it is like loving yourself more, being more in tune with yourself and having more strong confidence in yourself and discernment, and kind of standing on boundaries. That's the big word. It's like it gives you boundaries. So the shit that I used to go for back then, I wouldn't dare go for it now. The shit I used to let slide with fake ass friends, the stuff that my intuition would let me peep and see, and I would just let shit slide, I would never let it happen again, because now I let my intuition guide me and run the show. I don't run the show no more, and it's uncomfortable because I'm used to like running the show. But when you have to really surrender, and start letting God guide you on the relationships that you should connect with, the paths that you should go, it's different. I don't second guess it no more, and I don't give people the benefit of doubt, because what my flesh is telling me, I go with what my intuition is telling me about people. And if you don't, you will regret it. That's all I have to say. Or it's a lesson in that, because you didn't listen. Now you have to get the lesson, the double L. You don't want to listen, you get the lesson. And the lessons are necessary though, because without the lessons, I wouldn't be who I am now. Without being pig-headed and not listening to my gut then and getting the lessons then early on, I wouldn't be who I am now. So I'm grateful for the young pig-headedness, not listening to my gut, because all of those lessons, all of the betrayals, all of the disappointments, all of the real, the roadblocks, whatever, led me to a lesson and led me to a, strength within in some type of way, or some skill or something. I gained something from it. So I don't regret, but I know to steer differently now. I steer this ship differently, and it's really a tight ship. It's not a lot of allowed on the ship. Bullshit get tossed overboard real quick, because I'm not holding myself back from being the people pleaser no more, over caring about other people's experiences more than my own. Sometimes I used to just put my energy into other people's experience, because I like to see things build from the ground up, right? And it's like, put that energy into yourself, because you like to help people, build their shit. You love that. I love doing that type of thing. But it's like, take that energy and put it to yourself, because you could be so further along in life in so many ways, if you just do that. And then since I've been doing that, life has just been opening up little bit by little bit to me, because I'm allowing it and I'm putting the energy into myself, and I'm doing the healing that's necessary. And that keeps that third eye open, so you can see, what's right and what's wrong, or at least get a feel for which direction to go into, without having to have a long bad lesson about certain things. It's like, once you've been someplace, you don't want to go back that place. Like with me, with my health, y'all know, if you been listening to me, I'm a stroke survivor. So it's certain things that I've done in the past, I have a awareness now that I don't do now, or I'm aware to be mindful now of certain habits of eating and what I didn't do, what I should be doing now, like as far as like eating right, making sure I got my water, got my sleep, and that I'm exercising. Those things have to be important now, where they weren't priority before. So the lessons come with the hard things that you have to get through, but it made me a stronger person. So I am just rambling as usual, but I just wanted to go back to that. Like, at the end of the day, he'll tell you within, when you on your journey, when you're building, when you moving towards something and you have people around you, God will tell you within, that everybody that's around you is not there for you. Just like, if the Bible, Jesus knew Judas wasn't, thorough. He knew that. He knew it within, but he still allowed him to show him who he was. He still allowed the lesson to play out. And that's kind of like what I did in my life with, fake friends and co-workers and lovers, things like that. You just allow things to play out, even though within that people ain't shit. And I think we allow it to play out because it's designed for us to allow it to play out at that time, so we can get that lesson, so we can take that forward and be better and stronger, and use that to be better. So yeah, I don't regret nothing, and I really love that. So I wanted to share this. This is really like, Real shit. And we should never forget. It's a beautiful thing that God show you when somebody ain't on your side. When they show you both sides. When they rooting for you and when they, snaking you as well. And folks can, like my last video when I put in hell with that Tupac meme. Folks can pretend a long time, but you got to listen to God, especially when you going up and you see and know God is blessing you. Pay attention to those around you. Are they clapping? How's that energy feeling? That's how you'll know. Just keep your grass cut low so you can tell when the snakes appear, and you will just get rid of them. So you're not hindered and thrown off your journey, because that's usually what the motive is. No matter what, when a snake appears, it's to throw you off, it's to hurt you, it's to do something that's not beneficial to you and your journey. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. I hope this chat was, helpful. If you resonate, go ahead, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video, and until next time, peace, love, and happiness.